Gifted the power of gods by the wizard, he has superhuman strength and speed, durability, flight, and the magical ability to control lightning. He is the Kid Billy Batson, and he will become Captain Marvel when he shouts the word Shazam! I am the Markman, and today we're going to unbox and review McFarlane's DC Direct figure of Captain Marvel. But before we start, just a simple request, please subscribe to my channel. So are you ready? Then welcome to the Markverse.
His magic is real, gang. He's the one who gave me my powers.
Why did you give superpowers to a little kid? Seems irresponsible.
Because he is an orphan who is pure of heart. Isn't that right, Billy?
You bet I am.
An orphan? Why would you pick an orphan?
Well, you know. You know.
Captain Marvel is one of the characters of DC that I really love. It's because he's powerful and there is this inner child in him, figuratively and literally. And most toy collectors also have that inner child in them. We are serious in life when we think of our responsibility as an adult, but we still have a part in our heart that is being a child. I feel Captain Marvel is a persona of the toy collectors, and this is also the reason why I decided to put his picture in a frame almost 2 years ago and display this in my toy room. To remind me that growing old does not mean you will sacrifice your inner child. That said, let's now go to the figure. I think we already got 6 Captain Marvel figures. 2 are based on the live-action film, and 4 are based on the comics, including this one. However, I cannot figure out where specifically this figure is based because the face design and the costume I think came from different versions. As we can see on the front page of the comic, included with the figure, it seems that the face is not the same as the figure, but the costume is the same. His face looks like the early comic design. He has the squirting eyes and a bigger and longer chin, not like his current facial features. And his face looks cartoonish rather than looking realistic. One of the issues of my previous Captain Marvel is his hands. It's too big. Here is the same thing. He got gold metal bracelets, but his belt is not. In some versions, this too is gold metal. His Shazam emblem is white with a gold outline, signifying this is a modern costume. This is painted. The upper part of the lightning is on his chest, while the lower part is painted on his lower abdomen. So if we move his upper torso, it will look weird that the lightning is broken. This is completely different from the DC Rebirth version where the lightning is not painted, rather is a separate part which was attached to his chest. So when we move his upper torso, the lightning will still look whole. But this is okay. Actually, this design is more appealing to me. The color of his boots is the same as his belt. I love the shade of red. It's vibrant. Another reason why this figure became appealing to me is his cape. This is the cape I want for Captain Marvel and not the long one. This is a wired cloth cape, so I guess gone is the single pose, fixed, or hard capes. This also has gold lining like his emblem. And this is a distinct feature of Captain Marvel's cape, which is different from the capes of other characters. He has smooth texture, except for the trunk that has wrinkles. His stance and body symmetry are nice as well. For the articulation, starting with the head, down, up, side to side, then the arms, lateral raise, we have full rotation, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, then full wrist motion. We have articulation for the upper torso. We have hip swivel, though it's a little tight. Then the legs, sideways, so he can do the full split. Forward, back, double jointed knee, full ankle movement, and toe articulation. He has better articulation compared to the other DC Multiverse figures. Then his accessories. He has the usual base, his art card, a pair of fists, and the string with, I think, an adjuster to loosen or tighten the string of his cape. But you know, they don't need to make this an accessory. They can just have fixed this to the cape. For his height, he is 7.5 inches. Then the comparison. Let's compare him with my DC Rebirth Captain Marvel and his vampire figure from the DC vs. Vampire storyline. Then with my two Black Adams from the Endless Winter story arc and from the live-action film. Next is with Red Arrow and Red Hood. Then with Citizen Steel and the Flash Wally West from the Justice League Task Force. Then with the DC Direct Heatwave and the Joker. Then with my favorite Dr. Fate figure, which is from the live-action film, and Deadman. Next is the Endless Winter Wonder Woman and the Teen Titan Wonder Girl Donna Troy. Last is the original version of Superman and the original Flash, Jay Garrick. That's the comparison. I wish for another Captain Marvel figure after getting the DC Rebirth. Then when we got this, I considered this bittersweet because I wanted this costume but I also wanted a modern face design. Don't get me wrong, the facial sculpt is good. I'm just looking for a modern one. Still, I consider this a very good figure. One is because the costume is accurate and wonderfully done, and two, the articulation is better than the other McFarlane figures. For the accessory, I'm just a little confused why the thread was separated from the costume. It should not have been an accessory at all and they can include effects or other things. Regardless, this is the best Captain Marvel figure I have seen. So, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to push that notification button since I publish new videos every week. Again, I am the Markman. Thank you for visiting the Markverse, and always remember to pay it forward with kindness.